ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a GameStar presentation. Tonight we have another Cybergamer Dota 2 Pro League game. It will be for the number 2 ranked spot in Group 3. My name is Coldblood, and joining me tonight will be Hawksbock. How are you?
Yeah, good man. It's good to be back again, casting some Dota. We're already in the draft screen already, man, and we've got Bat Rider banned out, Weaver, and a Night Stalker banned. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, we were hoping for Night Stalker last night. We didn't get to see him. Looks like we're not seeing him again. Weaver and Bat Rider, not surprising at all. Very commonly picked heroes. And yeah, we're not going to be seeing them.
10 seconds to go.
So, we'll talk about where the teams are, Hawks. So, Dota with Honor are currently number 2 in Group 3, and Can't Fudd the Rud are one rank below them at number 3. So they're going to be playing it safe, just trying to move up one spot at a time, and we're already into the reserve time for Dota with Honor, so they're trying to plan out their bans.
Yeah, that's probably fair enough. These teams might know each other. Me being back to the scene just recently, I've kind of got no idea, you know, of who goes what and what likes what. And there we go, Lich ban. He's been seeming to be quite strong, especially in the mid with his new sacrifice. Elder Titan did get picked up, even though he got a bit of a nerf. He's still quite strong in that laning phase and obviously offers that really good team fight. Lifesteal is still in the pool. Oh god, the Wisp's still in the pool. You know, there's Chen, all these kinds of heroes that are still left.
Outworld, Devourer, all types of things. Deciding to take out the stronger heroes with the new patch. Have to see what they decide to go with. We just thinking last night we saw a very strong Medusa. I'm wondering if they'll want to go with that route, or it looks like they're again into the reserve time, so they're really taking their time with this. Lifestealer does get locked in, as does Undying. I don't think I've seen him in a Cybergamer game before, Hawks.
Oh, well, as I said, man, I'm just new back to the scene, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But he does have that strong tombstone in that team fight, and also Lifestealer, obviously, once he pops that rage, it's definitely a right-click city.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see if they pick something with a lot of mobility to combo with the Lifestealer. I've seen Storm Spirit work very well with him. Kind of, you have lightning come at you, and then suddenly a Lifestealer pops out. You're in a bit of trouble. So I have to see. I don't think Undying has too much mobility, so we'll have to see what they decide to do there. We'll also have to see if Lifestealer goes into the jungle or not. Reserve time being called by Can't Fudd the Rud, the challenges tonight. I wonder what they're going to decide to go with. They're against 2 melee champions. Oh, sorry, 2 melee heroes. They could potentially go with Darkseer. Oh, no, they pick someone who looks similar. It will be Bane.
Yeah, there you go. He's got that ultimate there that goes through the rage of Lifestealer, so that's definitely a decent pickup. Another good pickup that I wouldn't be surprised to see is Razor. He's actually quite commonly picked these days against the Lifestealer. Obviously, he can get that drain on and make Lifestealers right clicks, you know, quite useless. So once he gets a few items, tanks up a bit, he's able to, you know, if he can get in before that rage, just sap all that strength.
Yeah, for sure, and of course he does offer the AoE armor reduction, as well as he farms very easily because of his auto attack animation being almost instant. Now we can see the Visage ban come out from Can't Fudd the Rud, and in return the Naga Siren, so a carry and a support being taken out of the pool. We'll have to see what they decide. I think they have another ban coming up, and they're into the reserve time again, so definitely taking their time here.
Yeah, Naga actually these days is commonly played as a support. Once again, that would go through the rage there, that snare. That's why they banned that one there and Cuddle ban out. So they're looking towards banning out all the supports now, as you were saying.
Yeah, I know Keeper of the Light can summon a massive wave of light that zooms across, and I've seen it do a lot of damage in the clips that I like to watch, so they don't want to go against that. I wonder what they're going to decide to go, and it looks like they'll ban out the Wisp, who I believe also does very well against melee champions, as well as could potentially make the Elder Titan even harder to deal with. So they're going to take that link out and pick themselves up a Crystal Maiden, who I've seen very commonly lately.
Yeah, well, we saw just last night, wasn't it?
Yes.
In the and back also in the land of pugs, I've seen her pick quite a few, quite a bit as well. Maybe that's got to do. Oh, you know what? I've got no idea. I was thinking maybe this is why, but yeah, no, backed out of it. Didn't want to sound stupid.
Oh, it's fair enough. She's a very good champion. So far,
Hero, bro.
Hero. It is a good hero. Potentially going to be going into a defensive tri-lane, or maybe just a defensive duo lane with Lifesteal going in the jungle. He can do a plethora of roles. He does like to get his farm up, though. We're into the third pick for Can't Fudd the Rud, the challenges tonight. And I wonder what they're going to go with. Bane, obviously very strong support. Can potentially mid. Would probably see him in the support role, though. And Elder Titan, I believe he can offlane or mid?
Oh, he can offlane mid, and anything. Support, bloody, you name it. He's actually quite versatile, and that's definitely a reason why he's picked. So, yeah, both of those those two heroes can mid. There we go. There's our potential offlane. So we'd be looking at maybe a tri lane or a jungle coming up soon, because Timbersaw is boss in that offlane. It's quite difficult to kill, and he's able to get a little bit of farm on with his reactive armor there. Gives him a bit of defensive capabilities to be able to do so.
Yeah, he could potentially be going against an Undying, or maybe even the Bounty Hunter. We saw Bounty Hunter be quite successful last night in the early and mid stages of the game. Later on, it became quite hard for him to do his job, as obviously the team couldn't push too hard. And that's the third melee picked up for this Team Hawk, so I wonder if they're going to pick a hard carry as their last choice. They're really kind of banking it all in the go all in, pick a target and kill it very quickly.
Well, Lifestealer is currently their hard carry. He's
5 seconds.
Very strong at to be able to do so. I really wouldn't be surprised with a Razor pick right now. I mean, that's what I'd be banking on, because as you said, they do have a significant amount of melee there, and Razor offers that drain and also the ranged. So I'd be very surprised if I didn't see that picked up.
We'll have to see what they decide to go with. They've almost run out of reserve time. They're going to go Shadow Fiend, and he is capable of doing a lot of AoE damage with the Requiem of Souls. And I mean, when the entire enemy team is melee and they're on top of you, probably going to work quite well for him, as well as the different ranges on the Shadow Rays. So for the Dota with Honor guys, they could potentially go with another support, or a ranged champion maybe. They're going to go into reserve time here. Or, no, it is their last ban, actually. And reserve times are called. Who do you think they're going to want to ban out? I really like the Bane pick, to be honest with you, Hawks, because Bane has so many ways to deal with champions that rely on physical damage. He can enfeeble you, he can send you in a nightmare, and then he can channel on someone. So he could potentially cripple one person, put another in a nightmare, and then stun the last one up. Looks like Shadow Demon is going to be the last ban here.
Yeah, that's not a bad ban out there. It takes out one of their potential supports. Shadow Fiend probably going to be the solo mid. And if I can't Fudd the Rud, I'd be looking at banning out a mid right now, because they're still lacking one. Unless they want to stick, the Undying in mid. Yeah, there you go. There's a Storm Spirit ban. So that'd probably leave them with a Queen of Pain or Templar Assassin. Okay, I was thinking, here we go, definitely a Queen of Pain, the quad pick. But yeah, Templar Assassin. So they got 4 melee now, as you said. So yeah, it's gonna make Shadow Fiend's day really difficult, especially early on, until he gets a number of souls up to contest with those last hits there with the refraction.
I do like the Templar Assassin pick, because I remember casting a couple of games ago. There's a Templar Assassin who was given a bit of trouble early on, I'm just trying to remember who it was. It was definitely someone who was ranged. And there's the Darkseer pick I talked about, so that Ion Shell going to be very helpful there. But the Refraction Shield really helps you deal with range damage, and of course brings a lot of assassination early on with the with the invisibility that she's able to give. She'll be able to shove her lane and move on up. So we're finally into the game here, Hawks, and we'll be able to name the players a little bit later than we'd planned, but better late than never, they say. So, representing Dota with Honor, who are the defenders tonight, we will have River Mist on the Bounty Hunter. In the mid on Templar Assassin, we'll have Night Shiver. We're not sure where he's going yet. It looks like it will be the jungle. It's Ching on the Life Stealer. Undying will be played by Revolver, and rounding them out will be the Crystal Maiden, played by Madara.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, though, man, you're wrong about that. It looks like the Life Stealer is going to be heading top. The jungle nerfs really doesn't make it viable these days for the jungle, and it looks like we're going to have all 5 of CFTR coming up there. Can't bud with the rud.
Can't bud the rud.
Yeah, so we have Cyrix on the Shadow Fiend. Brotato, that's an excellent name. Massive props for that. He's going to be playing the Bane. We're going to have Crimson on the Darkseer. Nizkoa?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah. On the Elder Titan, and Moo on the Timbersaw.
Okay, so down at the bottom lane, it looks like we'll have a Timbersaw versus... will be the Bounty Hunter. So we saw Bounty Hunter take a little bit of trouble from Medusa last night, probably because of the range. Timbersaw, obviously melee, but he does have some range capability as well as mobility in the Timber Chain. How do you predict that lane going for him?
That'd actually probably be a good lane. There's no way that Bounty Hunter should be killing that Timbersaw. So he should be able to get quite a bit of farm on. In saying that, the Bounty Hunter should pick up easy levels as well, and it is going to be the Darkseer in mid to contest up with the Templar Assassin, which is actually a smart thing to do there, because once he gets a few levels up from that, it will eat through that refraction charge and make it a little bit more difficult for Night Shiver to farm up there.
Okay, so we'll have to see how Night Shiver manages to hold on. He's got a lot of Iron Branches and a few Tangos, going to make the last hitting easier for him. So Shadow Fiend, we thought he'd be going mid, but he is in the top at the moment. Looks like Bane and the Elder Titan, played by Nizkoa and Brotato, respectively. I wonder if they'll be pulling here. They're stacking the camp at the moment, and I think they're setting up to pull the camps here, Hawks, and they did change this just a couple of nights ago, so we'll have to see how it goes for them now. Oh, they've only got one range minion. That's not going to last long.
Yeah, they only pulled the one creep there. I think the timing has changed somewhat slight. I haven't played support since the new patch, so I really honestly couldn't tell you if the timings are any different. I'm gonna assume, since it's the easy camp, it would be a couple of seconds earlier. So yeah. Ooh, wow, the Shadow Fiend not been able to pick up any farm yet. Oh wait. Yeah, no, he hasn't picked up any farm yet, so he's going to be struggling early game at least till he gets a couple of levels up.
Yeah, the Ruddites not doing the best early on. Looks like an exchange going on in the mid lane. Both of them putting a shell on themselves. That knocks damage out. And the bottom lane, both here, is taking a lot of damage. Orb of Venom picked up by River Mist on the Bounty Hunter. He's going to decide to Shadow Walk out of there. Moo taking a tiny bit of damage from the Orb of Venom. Looks like Illusion Rune going to be bottled by the Darkseer here. He's going to pop his Surge to get back into the mid, and I wonder if he's going to use the Illusion Rune instantly. No, he's going to hold on to it for now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of trade-offs going down on this bot, man. But as I said, man, look at his HP regen already with the reactive armor. That's what I was talking about. He's so tank early on, man. It's going to be really difficult for him to win trades, so he's going to be able to pick up some pretty good farm there. Oh yeah, he's hammering old River Mist there in the CS. 3-2 versus 14-1.
Yeah,
we're going to have a little bit of movement up in the top lane there as well, Cold Blood.
Yeah, Dota with Honor doing a really good job there. Oh, now just as I say that, of course, Ching starting to get outfarmed by Mumu there. But the Lifesteal are doing very well with the Madara and the Revolver holding onto him. Looks like the creep pulling is going to be contested here a little bit. They're going to back off for now. It looks like a successful pull has gone on, with the Nizgoa going to be very happy with the fact that they finally managed to pull it off. Going to pick up some XP for himself. Bane has picked up the Brain Sap and the Nightmare. This is where he starts to get a little bit stronger. 9 souls picked up for Cyrix on the Shadow Fiend. And trouble brewing at the bottom lane, apparently, with the tower taking a little bit of damage. Nothing too bad at this early stage here, Hawks, as crit goes off from the Bounty Hunter. But, like you said, reactive armor, he's not going to be taking too much, and he can always Timber Chain himself out of there.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. And look at that, 8 stacks with the 16 HP regen. Just popped the tangos there for the giggles as well. He's going there for the Whirling Death. He doesn't have any mana or wards to finish anything off there, but he's going to be able to out harass, you know, and win in these trade-offs consistently.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye down there. Even though you've said that it's a safe lane, it doesn't feel the most safe. Now, the runes are being picked up by the mid laners. We did see Crimson go off and farm the easy camp down in the enemy's jungle. Now that Night Shiver's picked up the double damage rune, we may see the trades go a little bit more in his favor. Looks like Crimson's going to start to back off now that his bottle is empty. We see the pings going on by whoever is pink. Trying to see who that is, not too sure. How is the farm doing? Darkseer and the Timbersaw doing very well for themselves. Pause goes out. Wonder what this is about. Maybe they're having some latency issues.
Oh, I'd say that'd be the case, or perhaps a strategic pause, who knows, but yeah, those ones are a little bit more common than you think. Apparently we're going to have a couple reconnecting though. But yeah, Cyrix is doing all right now, 13 for 12. He's going to be able to start picking up that farm now that he's got a few souls under his Necro Mastery there. That's 12 stacks, so that's given him 24 bonus damage. That's going to make it significantly easier for him to harass and last hit versus the Nace in that lane, who's 21-11 right now. So he's still a little bit more ahead at this stage, but you'll see that gap get closed. Get closed as the game, well, as laning phase goes on there. So. Man.
Okay, so it looks like Undying has an AoE strength steal. I don't know how effective that'll be against the enemy team. I believe Elder Titan, his primary stat is strength, but he's not going to have too much to begin with. Will that have much of an impact if the Undying can get a decent decay off? I know a lot of his power is in his ultimate, but the decay, I thought he was against Lifestealer, so I was going to say, man, that'd be really good if he could get through the rage, but they're on the same team, so they probably don't want to be doing that.
We'll see. It's effective against no matter any kind of hero. Basically, when you use that strength steal, it's cheap harass, has a low cooldown. Also, B, it still lowers the HP pool of that hero. You know, I mean, 4 strength every single time that it's getting used, depending on its level. What's its level right now? Yeah, so there you go. He's spamming it out on the Shadow Fiend, and it makes him squishier essentially.
Yeah, softening them up. I didn't think of that. That is very good. So, looks like the Templar Assassin going to pop the double damage room, get a lot of harass down on Crimson, but he has a few tangos, he has a wand, he has a bottle, so he's not going to be low health for too long. Psionic Trap going down in the mid. At the bottom lane, both of them back at full health, so not going to be taking too much there. Nags picks up his phase boots, which will allow him to jump on the enemy should a gank come in. And Undying just gonna use the decay once again, and the farm looks like Nake's starting to draw out that lead. He's gotten past the Crimson, and but Timbersaw is not being beaten by anyone. Mumu doing a very good job in this lane.
Yeah, indeed. As I said, that lane should be a fairly significant win for him there. What's the Bounty Hunter sitting on? 11 for 2. Yeah, so that is a significant difference there. And if he gets those early items, that early Bloodstone, man, he will make a very strong impact there. It's interesting. how these days you'll see a lot of common, tri lanes top because of the lanes, how they meet now. It's a little bit more oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetrical.
Yep.
Yeah, which is in the past you'd rarely see your hard carries, in the quote unquote off lane, or suicide lane, or multiple names for it. So, oh, here we go. We got Crystal Maiden throwing out the Nova there. TPs are coming in instantly.
Oh, the haste. Crimson going to pop the haste. He's going to be jumping onto the Crystal Maiden. Level 6 has been picked up. Moo goes down for the first blood. Bounty Hunter actually picking that one up. A instant return kill from Crimson here. They're going to continue to chase, not pick any up. So, wow, we were talking about, I guess we gave the kiss of death to poor Moo on the Timbersaw there. First blood being picked up by River Mist. And a return kill. I think it went to the Darkseer. It did indeed. So well done to Crimson, unfortunately for him not getting the first blood. And we'll have to see, it did Night Shiver. He actually managed to get ahead in the CS upon Crimson leaving that lane. Going to take a tower hit. He's actually falling quite low. Is Night Shiver going to go in? Oh, one tower hit too many taken there.
Yeah, overextended just a little bit. Slight, man. It seemed like action went down everywhere because there was a massive fight at, well, not a massive fight, I should say. It looked like there was going to be a successful gank off on the Shadow Fiend until the TPs came in from the Darkseer. That's where he picked up.
A lot of damage going down on the Bounty Hunter. The Moo using his AoE very well, both the ultimate and the Whirling Death coming out. Getting poor River Mist quite low. He's going to be forced to back out of there. No, he's going to stick around and rely on his magic stick. It looks like in the bottom part of the river, they're going to run for the regeneration. It will be grabbed by Crimson on Darkseer. The Psionic Trapper went up on the ledge. It's disappeared now. I'm not sure if it got popped or not. And Surge is going to get him back into the mid lane. How is the farm looking? Dark Templar still ahead. But, of course, the a kill going to Crimson. They're going to be looking pretty similar in the net worth, I'd imagine. Oh, there's actually a significant difference between them. 1,200.
There you go.
So, okay, apparently the farm...
Just looking at the total graphs, there's only 500 difference in gold swinging towards can't FUD
the Rud.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because there's 2 kills on the side of Dota with Honor. So we have to hand it to the Ruddites. They're doing a great job of farming up. Items, there's nothing too noteworthy at the moment. Headdress being picked up by the Darkseer Crimson. So he's doing a similar build to the Lich we saw last night, Hawks, who did very well in the mid lane as the Lich, and then built support, and he wasn't able to do as much damage later on. So they're really going to be relying on the Shadow Fiend here. He's up to 30 and 6 as opposed to 39 and 19 by Ching. So he's going to have to get some farming going on soon.
Yeah, that's right. As I said, man, like as this laning phase, goes towards end, he definitely will catch up on that because he'll be able to last hit under these towers very easily there. Yeah, 62 bonus damage already, so he's gonna definitely start catching up on farm, and as I said, he's doing exactly that. Nova will go out. It was just a little bit of a harass though, and surprisingly, I haven't seen much harass coming out from the Elder Titan. Haven't seen many Astral Spirits getting thrown at, and we're going to have another contested rune down bot. Crimson does pick up the illusion, and there's going to be a little bit of a tussle, and everyone will back off.
Okay, so Crimson once again using the Surge to get to the rune first. Poor Night Shiver not able to reach there. And I think you're right here, Hawks, that Nizkoa, he's been taking more of a getting XP ready, getting the camps ready for Shadow Fiend to farm, not doing too much of the harass himself. Hopefully, we'll have to, I got told to bring up the current level, so I'll need to try and figure out how to do that, so we can see the supports. Oh yeah, here we go. So a lot of the top lane at level 4, apart from Shadow Fiend, who's actually at level 6, Bane level 5. So that XP advantage by the Ruddians could possibly lead to an advantage if another fight breaks out.
Yeah, there you go. There is actually a significant difference in the carries there. It did look like they were going to rotate up for a gank, but it didn't look like Lifestealer was keen as his lane was pushing up. He wants a little bit of that farm.
Yeah, go away. I want the last hits.
Uh,
You guys can contest the jungle all you want, I'm not interested. Shadow Fiend picking up the easy camp once again. So, Farm Fest developing up here at the top. We'll have to see if that changes later on track. He is on top of Moo Moo River Mist. He's thinking about it. Will he be going in? He just throws the Shuriken out, and the tower going to go down to Timbersaw. Bounty Hunter going to be going off. Nice dodge on the ultimate there. Moo Moo just sitting inside that ultimate while his refractive armor and his healing salve heals him up. Bounty Hunter, of course, still has vision because of the track. It just runs out now, and River Mist forced her back out. Nice usage of the chakram there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was pretty clever because he knew the Bounty Hunter just couldn't finish him off. Oh, man. That was some good play all around there. The Bounty Hunter throwing out River Mist, by the way. Should call him by his name.
Yeah.
Apology for that, River Mist. Throwing out the Shuriken toss there and just missing out on the kill. So, yeah, as you said, he sat inside his chakram and GG. Nothing come from it.
He wasn't quite that greedy. Yeah, it was well played by both of them, just barely didn't pick up the kill. So, if we look at the gold earned, definitely in Can't Fudd with Rudd's favour. But the XP earned, like we said earlier, definitely firmly in the hands of Dota with Honor. So we'll have to see whether items or ability level is going to be winning out the mid-game fights here. Have another look at the last hits. The Templar Assassin played by Night Shiver, doing very well at the moment. Moo Moo on Timbersaw following that up. And then we have Lifestealer played by Ching. He is definitely...
Here we go. Bounty Hunter getting caught out by a, see ya. Getting caught out there by the Sentry Ward there and just getting demolished. There was 4 heroes atop there, so yeah, that is an unfortunate thing for him. Templar Assassin must be sitting on some more farm. Looks like she'll be going for that Desolator build first, or perhaps a BKB. She does have that Mithril Hammer there. We haven't seen many rotations thus far from the mid, other than Crimson going and stacking and farming.
Running, they race to the runes, and it's always Crimson who gets there first. And like you say, he's been farming the jungle quite well, both his and the enemies. Although still Night Shiver, I think he's taken advantage of the amount of times Crimson's left the lane and gotten as much farm up as he could. Not sure what item he'd go with. If I had to guess, I would say Black King Bar to try and stop at least the Nightmare from Bane. I know it doesn't stop the ultimate, but it could mean the difference between getting out. He's going to get another double damage rune, and he will be teleporting. It looks like he's going to be going up to the top lane here with a lot of members. He's going to pop the thing. Brotato going to fall very quickly. Nizkoa going to also fall. I think, was that a triple kill? No, that was an activating the rune. Bounty Hunter track going to be on top of Syrinx. Triple kill from Night Shiver. Does he still have the double damage rune? I'm not quite sure. And Darkseer going to get the enemies out of there. Nakes is under the tower. He's going to pop the Requiem of Souls. Night Shiver going to end up falling for 674 gold, but he ends up falling to, I believe it was the Timbersaw. And now Bounty Hunter could be in some trouble. Oh, he's going to stay. His stealth has quite a bit of duration left in the trees. He's going to hope that they run past him. That was an explosive fight. I think it ended up being 4 for 1, Hawks.
Oh, man, honestly, I'm not sure about the kill count there because there was quite a few buybacks. A lot of damage going out there from Moo Moo. Wasn't able to pick up that many kills here. They're going to be able to push this tier 1 tower, though, down a fair bit because most of the heroes had to back to the base. So, I suppose it's
River Mist is still up there. He's hoping they don't decide to go for a walk in the trees.
Yeah, he does have that TP, just waiting for the mana, and does so now.
Okay, so it looks like Ping's going down by Can't Fudd the Rudd on the top tower. Going to be stacking up, trying to take it down. The last member of their team sprinting into the mid lane to try and stop it going down. Night Shiver starting to tank the tower up. Refraction Shield going to make him not take much. The Radiant Structure's going to get fortified up the top. That will stop the push for now. We'll have to see if Night Shiver can take it out. No, he is going to teleport up to top once again. No, he's back in the mid lane, and Crimson, the tower has fallen. They have the Ionic Shell and the Refraction Shield up. I don't know who's going to be getting this one. Replica Wall goes up, and they both decide to disengage for now. And, Oh, looks like the dash to the haste rune going to be in Night Shiver's favor. That means he's going to be able to get up to this fight relatively quickly. Bane has the track on top of him. Astral plane or whatever it is going back. Night Shiver going to be running up. Rotator takes half his health in damage. Throws a nightmare onto someone, but it is too late. Mumu in the middle of an enemy team where he doesn't want to be. He chains himself out of there. Cyrix picking up a kill on the Undying, and now can't find the rud under their tower. In a 1-for-1, they exchange supports. Massive lightning coming out from the Elder Titan there. Shuriken going out from Bounty Hunter, not going to do too much. And another kill picked up for the Templar Assassin, 6-1-1.
Yeah, she is currently going to town right now, man. Those refraction charges and the meld just putting out a massive amount of damage here. And she is sitting on 1,600 gold here, so still not sure. If I were her at this stage of the game, I'd be looking at that early Desolator. Yeah. I mean, because but then again, there is so much magic damage that is going out. Suppose that's what she could be sitting on her gold. Not sure what she's gonna buy, which is probably a fair enough thing. Darkseer hasn't been involved in these fights too much. He did TP in one gank, and then he TP'd in for the last big team fight at the very end there, but still not able, still hasn't had a presence during these main fights where his Wall of Replica and Vacuum really will play a massive part into that.
Yeah, okay. Invisibility rune going to be picked up by a Bounty Hunter, probably one of the few champions who doesn't really need that. Darkseer going to pop the Surge and then get stabbed in the back by a Bounty Hunter, going to be running out of the River Mist. Throws the track onto Crimson and decides to back out there. 4 members again at the top lane, so they're really letting the bottom lane just be freely farmed by the Dota with Honor guys while they try and defend their mid. Night Shiver heading into the jungle, try and get some farm up. Bane going to be running forward, trying to get some harass down on the Crystal Maiden, played by Madara. A bit of a annoying name to try and read. Top tower at about a third of its health and quickly falling, with the engage potentially going from Dota with Honor. They do use the Tombstone. Crystal Maiden going to chuck her ability on Mumu. Going to take a Shuriken for his troubles. Going to be healed up with the use of the Refractive Armor. And a whole lot of nothing happens once again. The entire time we have a Bounty Hunter played by Ching down at the bottom lane freely farming. So can't Fudd the Rud, need to make something happen here without dying to Night Shiver.
Yeah, that's actually the life stealer, and he has been down there free farming for a while. He's managed to get armlet and drones up, so he's got a fair bit of farm. War goes out, as does the Earth Splitter. I missed that, man. What happened there?
Oh, I was thinking that Undying was gonna die, but jeez, Templar Assassin falling very quickly. We're gonna have to watch that again when the replay comes up.
Lifestealer infested that creep there. I'm pinging it on the map there, and he's about to die for sure. Yeah, there he goes. He TP'd at the end of that, so that's a big team fight there for Can't Fudd with the rub there. They're going to probably get a lot of hurt on this tower there too, man. A lot of deaths, and their carry who was farming. He did push out that bottom tower and take it down, but that is a massive loss for Dota with Honor.
Yeah, so that was a pretty crazy team fight. We're going to have to watch the replay, find out exactly what happened there. I think it may have been Cyrix just bursted the heck out of them, and then the Elder Titan ability, Astral Spirit, came out and kind of last hit 2 of them. I think that's what happened, but I was busy watching Undying run away. So I was in the wrong place at the wrong time with the camera. We'll have a look at the items here. We have Armlet of More Diggin, picked up by the Lifestealer. I believe that did get some changes in the patch. There was something that happened to the active, I believe.
Yeah, just a minor activation delay. Definitely still a good item there. And, you know what, I don't think I barely noticed it, to tell the truth. I've only used it once or so, but yeah. We're going to have a little bit of a push up on top there. It looks like they'll be able to take this down. And the Desolator did get picked up there, dude, going back on those items.
Oh gee, when you've got a free farming lifestealer and a desolator on the Templar Assassin, towers aren't going to live for very long. Fortification goes out, but the mid tower going to be falling here for sure. Astral Spirit coming back. Tower not falling at the moment. Looks like they're going to decide to disengage for the time being. So the tower will manage to survive for now. And I'm having a look around the map. All of the outer structures for Can't Fudd the Rud have fallen. Similar tale for Dota with Honor, apart from the mid tower, which is looking very unhealthy at the moment. We'll have a look at the gold earned. Sharply goes into Can't Fudd the Rud's favour. That definitely would have been the double kill they picked up early on. Difference in XP also going in their favour after being in Dota with Honor's favour for most of the game. What do you think is going to happen in the next fight, Hawks, assuming we have a full-on 5v5, everyone involved?
Well, it's anyone's ball game, really. The Shadow Fiend has got his BKB up, so they do have a lot of magic damage, you know, through the Astral Spirits and the Earth Splitter from the Elder Titan. Obviously, the Chakram and all kinds of other business from the Timbersaw, who has got his Bloodstone up as well. Here we go. Darkseer getting caught out of position just... Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Oh, Templar Assassin having the Bane ultimate used on him, but going to be able to get out of there. Definitely was interrupted. Nizco are going to fall very quickly. Can they pick up River Mist? They do indeed. Currently a 1-for-1 buyback from the Templar Assassin. Timbersaw going to chain his way over to up the cliff, and the Crimson gonna fall on Darkseer, so 3-for-1 at the time being. Shadow Fiend gonna die. Pop the Souls not going to do much, and poor Timbersaw trying to teleport out of there. He will get it off, and that definitely went in the favor of Dota with Honor.
Yeah, that was definitely a massive team fight. Going down on that mid, they were able to save that tower, and they're probably going to take this one here. There's still 3 heroes down, and Nightshiver with those refraction charges and the Desolator, they're going to eat through that tower. The fortification does go out. Nightshiver, oh, that fell just half, I don't know how much, nearly half HP. The Timbersaw played by Moo Moo there, man. That was insane. She is really putting out some deeps right now.
Is Nake's a girl?
No, not the next. Sorry, the Templar Assassin.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. Pretty sure he's walking around shirtless.
No, did I say the Nakes?
Yeah. Nakes, she's putting out a lot of damage, I think. Oh, maybe I'm hearing things.
Maybe I'm a filthy lie there. I did mean Nightshiver on the Templar Assassin, the TA.
She's a bit easier to believe as female. I'll give you that one.
Oh, yeah. I'd say so as well. She does have invisibility, pops around mid, probably going to have a little bit of a scout out. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. Lovely bit of Dota there.
Oh, is Nightshiver going to fall? Going to run through the replica shield. They've got a copy of it. Bane going to be running up, and it pops the Fiend's Grasp. That was fantastically played by Can't Fudd the Rud. I think they may have been tipped off by the Ion Shell proccing on her, and they're like, wait a second. There's something invisible there. Or it may have been the Observer Ward.
No, I think there was already some Sentry Wars from the previous fight there,
okay.
and that was what I believe tipped her off. So, wow, massive tonight.
Yeah, that was really well done. So, I want to look at the difference in gold earned. It's been swinging really heavily since the team fights have started. Difference in XP earned starting to get even with that, with the kill on to the Nightshiver there. We'll have a look at the current hero level. We have a level 15 Nightshiver, 14 Crimson, Honor at 13, Sirix at 13, Moo Moo 13, with Ching at 11, Revolver 9, Nikosa 9, Madar at 8 and Brotato at 8, and they must have got bored with me saying those names, Hawks. They've decided to pause.
Yeah, fair enough. Man, if you have a look at the net worth, the Nakes and Night, the Nakes, so I got to remember Ching. It's like the easiest name to remember ever. Wouldn't believe I, miss it all the time. He has picked up a Sun Yash. Not a really common item. I haven't seen that since, geez, I played Hon. you know, when he was when he was a Predator. So we've got the Sunjin Yash up on him, the drums. So he's going to be moving very fast, man, when he drops those drums and these boots, which I suppose is what he's aiming for. And then we've got the Night Shiver with the Templar Assassin. She has picked up, I believe, the Shadow Blade now. So she's going to be really pain in the ass to deal with here.
She has indeed. So, we'll have a look. There is a Smoke of Deceit on both Nizkoza and Maddo. So I'll have to see which team decides to utilize that a little bit better. Mumu stranding himself up on the cliff up here. Haste Rune over there. It looks like the entirety of Dota with Honor going to pop that smoke and move into the enemy top jungle. I think they've realized that they're fishing for worms there and not getting much. The entirety of Can't Fudd the Rud, well, apart from Cyrix, currently they got some vision down on the Roshan. They're going to be dropping back now, and I wonder if Dota with Honor have decided it's Roshan time.
They have been revealed, though. I'm pretty sure the smoke did end, but it still looks like they're going to go for it. And look at that Roche go down. Much of it just absolutely smacking the crap out of it. Looks like we're going to have Cyrix come have a little bit of an adventure over there.
Oh, I don't think he dares getting anywhere near Roshan. Going to fall. Aegis, will it be picked up? It gets picked up by Ching on the Lifestealer. I would have thought they'd throw it on Templar Assassin, but they know better than me. Gonna be someone who heals for a lot. Apparently now has to be killed twice. With the he does have the Sanjin Yasha, Armlet of Morgideon. So I think you said it right, Hawks. He is gonna be moving and attacking very quickly. And
yeah, he's definitely going for quite a significant amount of move speed build there. And I suppose the reason why they decided to go with the Lifestealer at this stage, Night Shift is that far ahead that, you know, her refraction charges and Shadow Blade should be significantly enough to, you know, keep her alive unless she gets really caught out of position.
yeah, fair enough. So Bloodstone has been picked up by Mumu on the Timbersaw. You did mention that earlier on, so he's decided to go with that build path. The Can't Fudd with the Rud guy spreading out a little bit here. It's going to be really interesting to see who Brotato decides to use his skills on. He's got something that cripples the physical damage. He's got a Nightmare that stops someone. Oh, looks like Crimson going to be caught out here. He has the track on him and gets obliterated. The kill going over to Night Shiver there, and that's going to open up the bottom tower. I don't think the Glyph of Fortification is available for them at the moment. Teleport's going off back at the base tower. Bastion telling me the bottom tower is going down. It does end up falling. And another victory picked up for Dota with Honor. Will they back up and try and defend the top tower? They will indeed.
Yeah, there's quite a significant amount of farm there that they could really just pick up and use here. There's no need to push.
River Mist doing his best to secure it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ching in the mid lane pushing that out, and now Can't Fudd with the Rud. They're gonna have to try something new here. They're running around by themselves a little bit. I think they need to try and react to what Dota with Honor are doing as a team. They've got to move together. I mean, they have some great team fight potential with the... I mean, Bane, it's a little bit hard for him to be present in team fights, but I mean, they've got a Darkseer, they've got a Shadow Fiend, they've got a Timbersaw, they've got a lot of AoE potential. If they can get that AoE down and have it cleaned up by the Shadow Fiend who's currently rocking 199 damage, pick up the kill on perhaps the Bounty Hunter or the Templar Assassin, I feel like it would go a lot better for them. The only piece of infrastructure outside their base looks like it will be the focus of Dota with Honor now. Templar Assassin has the double damage rune. I can imagine they're going in very soon here, Hawks.
Oh yeah, Mumu getting caught out. Look at that spell damage, just absolutely melting it. EKB pop by series, he does get that ultimate off. Mumu's TP'd in the fight. Huge bloody Earth Splitter there. Absolutely taken that fight down.
Okay, so that was very quick there. So we have Night Shiver did go down in the fight, decides to buy back, and now the shoe is definitely on the other foot. Timbersaw throwing his way forward, Shadow Fiend throwing some auto attacks after poor Nakes, and they will get out. Will the Bounty Hunter get caught here? I don't think he's near any sentry wards at the moment. The Nizkoa, that Earth Splitter definitely turned the fight for them, I think, Hawks.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
definitely
tower's
did.
seen
And
better
also,
days.
oh, here we go. Sirix getting caught out. Look at that damage going out from Night Shiver. Elder Titan going down as well. Moo Moo and Brotato both going to go down as well, I dare say. Meld damage absolutely melting.
And looks like Bane's committed suicide with his Nightmare. Night Shiver picking up a triple kill, 12, 4, and 5 at the moment. The top tower on a fair bit of health, but it is not long for this world. I think Crimson gonna push out the mid lane. He may run into the Undying here. And will he try and get the respawn on Roshan? No, he's gonna pick up the Illusion Rune. As the top tower, that is not doing anything to Nakes, and they will be picking that up very quickly. Night Shiver leading the charge into Can't Fudd the Rod's base, and I don't think the split push from Crimson is going to be enough at this point, Hawks. They're pushing the tower very hard. They've got the Desolator, they've got a lot of attack speed. They're going to be taking this down very quickly.
Yeah, that's right there. They've also got the refraction there just to tank up a few of those hits, and half HP on the first T3 tower of this game, man. They're definitely in a strong position here. With honors, just warding a little bit with the Crystal Maiden with the jam as Ping's going out for bot. There is a fair bit of farm there and the tower. So there you go. They much needed little bit of gold there. Blink Dagger now getting picked up on the Crystal Maiden, man. Pretty psyched for that. Let's see some big ults.
Blinking in and popping the ult despite the fact you're only a level 11. Black King Bar has been completed and it is in the bag of River Mist. And Night Shiver has picked up the Crystallis, could go for the Daedalus at any point that he decides to. So Night Shiver, man, is going to go absolutely crazy in these fights. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Aegis that comes from the next Roshan definitely go over to him. He's very high priority at this point.
Yeah, probably. He does have a fair bit of damage. The Napes has quite a bit of net worth, but he's missing a few items. I wonder if there's something on the chicken here. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, definitely is. He just picks up his Skull Basher there. Yeah. There's also a Demon Edge on the chicken there for Night Shiver, so she's going to be huge. Yeah, there you go. The Daedalus also in her stash there, so that's a full Daedalus. Shadow Blade and the Desolator, man. She is going to be putting out some big hits real soon.
We might get to see the resurgence of the Divine Rapier like last night. That would be great.
Oh, man. At this stage, she really doesn't need a Divine Rapier, man. I mean... her crit hits are just going to be melting everything anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Can't Fudd the Rod can do at this point. They could potentially get the Fiend's Grasp off. We could see another nice Earth Splitter. And Shadow Fiend, if he gets into the middle of the enemy team and gets a decent Requiem of Souls off, it could turn the tide in their favor. As Smoke of Deceit going to be popped by Dota with Honor here. Roshan not up at the moment. They're going to be going for the bottom lane here as they kill the poor Satires who did absolutely nothing. Night Shiver going to look at them and they'll fall over. As Madar guarding the healing salve that he dropped earlier on. The entirety of Can't Fudd the Rud looks like they want to defend this bottom lane, which actually doesn't have anything in it at the moment. And we could see the next team fight here. They are invisible at the moment, going to be jumping forward, and he will be dying instantly. Ching picking up the kill on Brotato, with River Mist picking up the kill on Nizkoa. They definitely didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, no, they were smoked up there for a little while, and also the Invis with the Infest from Ching there is just damage. Yeah, they didn't even know that they were getting attacked when they died.
It's just kind of, oh hey, a grey screen. Okay, so the push going on from Dota with Honor here. Ching completely ignoring that tower as poor Crimson going to fall down. Madara going to secure that kill for himself. Glyph of Fortification going to delay the inevitable, but it is not going to last very long. The Rack's going to be starting to be worked on here. Moo trying to throw out the Chakram, do as much as he can, but it will do absolutely nothing. Melee Barracks going to fall. Ranged Barracks not long for this world either. Desolator making it take so much damage from the entire team, and they will decide to back off with their spoils, and we could potentially see a Roshan soon. It is within minutes of respawning.
Yeah, that's pretty true. It has been quite a few minutes since he was last taken down. They're just going to go back to farming for now. At this stage, they're looking pretty grim now with the racks down. Here we go, Night Shiver going in to see if she can get a bit of a pick. Or...
Oh, they've pinged. She's run past the sentry ward. They know that she's there, but they're not going to be able to get there in time. She's much too fast with the movement speed of the Shadow Walk on the blade that she holds. I think she may have... No, that isn't a sentry ward. There actually isn't any more sentry wards. She's just going to be sprinting through the enemy jungle, clearing it out. The Can't Fudd the Rud guys, they want to take her down. Will they be able to find her in time? Can Bane get in range for the Fiend's Grasp? He is going to get it off. Will Night Shiver fall from this? Yeah, Rule Fraction Shield pop in time. She will pop it, and she's going to try and blow up Niz Koer. It will go off. It ends up in a 1-for-1, and Timbersaw ends up picking the 639 gold with the kill. With some trash talking going off in the old chat.
Yeah, man, probably deserved to. I mean, kill before die. That definitely true. There, massive 650 crit there. I don't even think that was on a meld. So you know, it's just ridiculous how much damage she's putting out right now. Nace surely has to be getting big while this is happening as well. Let's have a look what he's oh yeah, there you go. He's got a Lincoln Sphere as well, so that'll be to block the Fiend's grip, I dare say.
Which is definitely fair enough. It does go through the rage, I believe.
It certainly does, yep.
Okay.
Things are going out for the Roche.
Oh.
Sirix is currently melting him. Not sure if Dota with Honor are aware of this. Moomoo's taking it up here. It does look like it's going to go down unless they react to this very fast.
Yeah, the random respawn on Roshan working out and Can't Fudd the Rud's favour here. They're going to pick up the Roshan. The global message going to go out, and Dota with Honor's like, oh, that guy's up again. Sirix going to pick up the Aegis. That could potentially turn these fights around. Starting to look a little bit stronger. He's picked up the Manta style. He also has the Black King bar and, of course, another life now. We'll have to see if that is enough for them to pick that up. Ching saying, what a spy.
Yeah, the Mana Style is a little bit of a weird pickup, considering the Templar Assassin is just going to really eat through those illusions.
She just kind of thinks about them and they'll die. Another pause going out here. We'll have a look at some of the skins. The Templar Assassin skin looking pretty good. I like the Crystal Maiden one. She looks very nice without her hood.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind it. I prefer...
You prefer with the hood?
Yeah, I like hoodies.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll have a look at the difference in gold earned. It is above 15,000 at this point. Different XP earned, pretty much the same deal there. Is there anything new with the items? We can see the Hood of Defiance picked up by Revolver on the Undying. Nice to see the supports getting some items for themselves. Blink Dagger, like you said before, we haven't seen any big Blink Freezing Field plays yet. Hopefully we'll get to see that. What has Ching got for himself? He does have that Lincoln Sphere. What else is there being picked up? Niz Koer has the Plate Mail, Scythe of Vise picked up by Crimson. That could potentially be used on the Night Shiver. Could turn the fight around. We have to keep in mind Shadow Fiend has a second life. Will they be able to pull it off this time, Hawks? They've got their bottom tower, or the bottom part of their base, devastated. Not any other towers outside their base, so they're playing the waiting game at this point.
Yeah, they definitely have to play pretty cautiously. The Elder Titan is sitting back, starting to spam out those spirits there. The the Nate's played by Ching. He is inside Night Shiver right now, so if
Oh,
he is able to get some initiation, he's just going to tank up this tower, take it down. Meld hits are going out. The ultimate slows are getting popped as well. Night Shiver taking a significant amount of damage here. She might want to do something. Here comes the Nate's. He's popped down with the Infest. Massive sleep going out. Here comes the Earth Splitter as well as he.
Oh.
Requiem.
wow, has the Shadow Fiend got the Aegis popped out? He has not, and the Dota with Honor guys getting wrecked at the moment. Looks like they Night Shiver's going to buy the respawn, and I think having the Templar Assassin with this much damage and very big lack of defense running into the middle of any team may not be the best initiation.
Yeah, I think they were using that as a little bit as a bait, but the main thing to remember there is that they did get that T3 there, and that was obviously their main objective there, I dare say. That there was a massive vacuum and wall, and as you were saying earlier, that team fight really showing its strength there with the wall vacuum, the Requiem, and also the Splitter. Man, it's just unreal amount of damage.
Yeah, explosions going off everywhere. That is the second tier 3 tower going down for Can't Flood the Rud. They've only got the mid to look out for, currently on its full amount of health. The Shadow Fiend played by Cyrix still has the Aegis. I'm not sure if it gives us the amount of time it has left on. I think it comes up with a thing on the side saying if it's got a minute and a half left, so have to keep an eye out for that notification. Oh, Ching may get caught out here. Going to be jumping on to Crimson here. Decides that he doesn't want to be with all 5 of the enemy. Going to be sprinting out. Astral Spirit going to chase him out of the jungle. And Dota with Honor, they're ahead, but they can't start being cocky like this.
Yeah, nearly getting caught out of position is definitely very bad. There's no blink or anything on the Nacer, so he was able to get his rage off.
And then sprint out with his bajillion movement speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so 11 charges on the Bloodstone of Mumu. How much gold is he packing at the moment? Almost has 2,000. So we could see him go for something that builds out of the plate mail. It could be Assault Cuirass. Not sure if that would be decent with the... I think someone on their team reduces armor in an AoE. I'll just try and find out who that is. I know there's someone on Can't Flood the Rud who reduces armor.
Yeah, that's Shadow Fiend.
Ah,
also,
cool.
Yeah. Also, the Desolator will take a fair bit of that armor off as well. What else is there? Is there any other abilities that I can think of? Nope.
Nope. Okay. We've covered it all. If you get a wall of replicas going on someone who has a Desolator, does that image reduce armor? Oh, well there you go.
Yeah, that's what the massive team fight capability is. If he's able to catch in TA there, and also the Lifestealer, that is a massive amount of damage that'll come out.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Mordekaiser from LoL. He can make a ghost of someone, and then if it's someone who's fed, that damage then gets turned around on the team that it should be fighting for. We'll have a look at the level of the heroes. I know that Night Shiver was the only one at above 20. It looks like that is still true, but you know that fight that happened just before, Hawks? It turned the XP advantage of Dota with Honor from 15,000 to 10,000, which I'm not sure if that was like true or not, but now that Cyrix is ahead of Ching and River Mist, that may be what turns it around for Can't Flood the Rud, that XP that they caught up in. They will have gotten some more stats out of that. Looks like Crimson and Mumu have also caught up to the other carries and solo laners. The support's all at around 12, and Revolver, the lucky one, at 13. Unlucky 13. So, I wonder if the abilities, the stats granted by leveling up are gonna make any sort of difference here. Obviously, once you hit that peak at level 16, it starts to taper off a little bit. But it does give you a decent bit of stats per level, doesn't it? Like health and whatnot.
Yeah, it does give you a little bit of stats at this stage of the game. It's probably not that
Negligible.
imperative. Yeah, it's negligible compared to items, Cold. So
Yep.
yeah. I mean, obviously levels still play a part, especially like majorly for the supports. If
Mm.
they're able to get off, a few of those extra levels, get a little bit of survivability going on, that helps them indeed. We do have that sheep stick up on the south of ice, rather up on that crimson. That in conjunction with the rest of the here we go.
He was the guy who was
do you
doubting
wanna
us before.
uh, do you
Okay.
wanna
Nah,
do you wanna pose this?
nah, I won't bother.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so we'll have a look at the KDAs. So we have Night Shiver on 13, 6, 7. Starting to die in these fights. He may need to pick up a defensive item. He's gone for the ultimate orb. Could be going into a Lincoln Sphere. I don't... Oh, it doesn't actually build into that. Oh yeah, it does go into Lincoln Sphere. Could go for Eye of Skadi. I would imagine Lincoln Sphere, though, against the amount of crowd control on the other team.
Um, yeah, man. There's many things that they could do probably at this stage. The G's are going out, so I'm pausing now. Ice Guardy would probably work for the Shadow Fiend. He doesn't have much damage though, so I'd be thinking more of a crit stick. Yeah, there you go. The crit stick's going out on him.
Oh, okay. So, does it make the images crit? I'm not quite sure on that.
Or am I actually? To tell
Oh,
the
I
truth.
think images only get stuff like unique attack modifiers that are like
Yeah.
the split shot and stuff like that. Like Luna,
Uh,
if she makes images, they bounce around, but I don't think they crit
yeah,
unless
I'm
they're
not sure.
Phantom.
I'm not sure about crit. Other modifiers do work, such as any mages, mana steal, mana break, also diffusal. Not 100% about crit though.
The Aegis about to run out of time on Syrinx, so that advantage that they had going to be running out any second now. Should dispel and start healing him. There we go, 5 seconds until that runs out. Not sure if Dota with Honor will be aware of that running out, but there it goes. Dota Tooltip Modifier AI. They'll have to try and patch that in because I think it should have a name. Night Shiver again running around by himself. It's a little bit risky. He doesn't have his Lincoln Sphere yet, so he's not able to block. He doesn't have BKB. He doesn't have any defensive items at all. So if he's grabbed by the Fiend's grasp of Brotato, he's going to be in a lot of trouble because he's going to die very quickly.
Look at those 1k crits going out. There you go. The Null Sphere, the Lincoln Sphere rather, getting purchased up.
Okay, so that's that done. Denying going out there a little bit late into the game to try and deny the. I thought that was a track on the Madara, but of course he's on the team with the Bounty Hunter, so that wouldn't make too much sense. The last remaining tower of Can't Fudd the Rud, the ones that aren't right next to their ancient, that is, still remaining, and maybe Dota with Honor are going to try and divide their attention, or maybe they're just hesitating a little bit in what they should be doing. Their tower pushing isn't really the best with the 4 melees they've got.
Yeah, that's indeed true. But the top barracks doesn't have a tower. You got to remember that. So all they need is a good team fight, and they'll be good to go. But yeah, it is a little bit turtley right now, especially with the Elder Titan there, played by
Nizkoe. I still don't
Nizkoa?
think we've pronounced that right the whole time.
Nizkoa.
Nizkoe. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah,
Astral
that's
Spirit,
fair
it's
enough.
pretty cool watching it just run out and whack stuff and then run back.
Man, the Shadow Fiend sitting on a significant amount of gold here. He has purchased up. There you go. There's that orb that we're talking about. He has got the lifesteal cranking. So that'll definitely help him be able to stay in there and right-click in those battles.
Okay, so Roshan a couple of minutes away. They used the Psionic Trap to try and get the respawn on him. Abyssal Blade being picked up by the Nakes here, played by Ching. I'm not sure how we're still forgetting his name. Mid continuing to being pushed, and Dota with Honor, I think they're showing a little bit of respect to Can't Fudd the Rud. They're not willing to push out just yet. Looks like they want to wait for the Roshan to spawn up. Keeping in mind they're against an AoE team, so they have to be very careful.
Here we go. Smoke movement is coming out on top there. They're going to be looking for Ching. Not sure if they're going to be able to find him or not. Oh, they damn well might do. Rage goes out. Oh, no, the bashes. He's not able to get off. Oh, he wasn't able to get off the Fiend's grip there. Got bashed to death, and that just went totally against him. If he was able to get that Fiend's grip off, man, that is GG. Game over.
Okay, so a very well used grip, rage there by Ching. Oh, well, sorry, not rage, just kind of bashing poor Bane's head in. Will the team fight be going out here? Mumu is in the middle of the enemy team. Mechanism is going off. The shield of, the pipe of insight going to go off as well. Shadow Fiend doing a lot of damage. Night Shiver and Cyrix, they will not get away. Night Shiver, he's taking up the tower hits, and the Whirling Death comes out from Timbersaw. Currently a 3 for 2 with buybacks going off all over the place here. With the fight continuing to go on, Undying, she's going to try and teleport out. He does manage to get it as Bounty Hunter stealths his way out of there. And I don't think any towers went down, so that was a successful defense.
Yeah, that was definitely a good defense from a massive wall again from Crimson there. As I was saying, man, he got Templar Assassin and the Nakes in there, and that just wreaked havoc. Cyrix did buy back there, but that's not the worst thing in the world, because now he's able to go back to farming, and pings are going out there. They want a bit of this Bounty Hunter, I think.
Oh, he's manages to dodge the Shadow Rays, and he's going to phase boots his way out of there. Roshan is seconds from respawning, I believe. Looks like Bounty Hunter's picked himself up some sentry wards. The Psionic Trap going to be placed by Templar Assassin. There's a Stout Shield right next to him. And the Roshan going to respawn. Timbersaw.
Oh, here we go. Shadow's been on Night Shiver here, man. And this is definite trouble there. He was scouting out Roshan himself. Don't know if you caught that on that screen, man, but that is a pretty pivotal kill right now.
So that was Brotato catching him out. I managed to see him die. Very well played there by Can't Fudd the Rud. That was exactly what they needed. We'll have a look at the difference in gold earned. They're still 20,000 behind, 15,000 behind in experience, but they managed to catch out the very... I'm not sure how to describe the Templar Assassin. Very brave, I guess. Running around by himself with a Bane on the other team.
Yeah, she was getting called out by that ward. Then maybe she thought that that area wasn't warming up, considering they had pushed them back, you know, significantly far into their base. There was also a oh no, there is none. I thought there was a sentry ward there, which, you know, also would have helped that cause, and thinking it was a little bit safe. So
maybe Brotato just has really fast fingers.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, man, he does.
So we're gonna have to see Night Shiver stick with his team a little bit more. The Ching in the Nakes, if he gets caught, he kills someone and runs off. If Night Shiver gets caught with his 0 defense, now has a Lincoln Sphere, but definitely not enough. He wasn't. We have to remember the changes here, Hawks. His respawn timer is very long because of his previous buyback. The only reason his team isn't suffering for it is they pushed so hard early on, and the Can't Fudd the Rud guys forced to stay in their base for the time being. But they're starting to catch up in items for sure.
Yeah, indeed. We're gonna start to see the Shadow Fiend contribute a lot more to these team fights, man. Especially if there's a you know, a really good wall in there. He's gonna be able to right click very hard, very shortly.
I just realized Mumu has some cheese, so that'll let him channel his chakram for a very long time.
Yeah, actually, he could really just spam it out, couldn't he?
Yeah, keep it spinning there for a long time. So, We'll have a look at the rest of the items. Assault Cuirass was picked up by Nizkoa, so he's going to be buffing the Shadow Fiend quite well. Aegis again on Cyrix, so he will have to die twice. The last one timed out. We'll have to see if Dota with Honor can once again wait that cooldown out, or if they're going to try and butt their heads against the last wall that Can't Fudd the Rudd have got going up. But we're seeing kind of a similar situation to last night here, where a team that finds it hard to push, having a lot of melee, is finding it difficult to go against a team fighting team that loves you coming in towards them in one spot, as Nizkoek guards over the picture of Rudd there.
Yeah, that is a great picture too.
The official logo of Can't Fudd the Rudd. I'll have to try and read what he's saying. Oh, there's actually a banner there. I want my gays married, my internet fast, and my energy renewable. Okay, fair enough. You can't FUD that. So, it looks like Night Shiver has learned from his mistakes. He's going to stick with the rest of his team for now. They just ran right past the sentry ward from Can't FUD the Rudd. They know that they're smoked up and in their jungle, and they're going to stay right where they are. They are not leaving that tower side. Ping's going down from, I believe, Night Shiver over near the top part of the jungle. They're just looking for a pick at the moment, but Can't FUD the Rudd playing very safe and very smart.
Yeah, actually the Smoker's Seed also doesn't get picked up by any wards as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was my mistake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like you can't see from minimap at all until you get busted out by a hero. But it has worn out anyway, and they were defensive. I could be wrong about that though.
Oh, I don't actually know, so I'd trust you over me.
Oh man. I'm not exactly sure if that's the greatest idea or not.
Alright, we'll have to look up afterwards. Night Shiver tearing these creeps. A new one, the Ancient Rumble Hides, once again separated from the team. We'll have to see if Dota with Honor can finally breach the defenses of Can't Fudd the Rudd. Rune here says Bane, as the Psionic Trap and the Ward spot the invisibility rune for both teams. This point in the game not going to be the most useful. We'll have a look at the items. Is there a gem of True Sight on either team? There is one picked up by Mumu, which will definitely help with the Bounty Hunter and with the Templar Assassin. Of course, he's very, very tanky at the moment. He does have his cheese as well, so he'll be well fed in the fights. And Dota with Honor, again, similar to last Nighthawks, they're trying to find a way in.
Yeah, they are. They're also farming up a little bit. The lifestealer there, Ching has picked up an Abyssal Blade as well, so that's going to be a massive item. That obviously goes through BKB immunity and it does add a significant amount of damage to any hero there. So that'll probably be a pain for the Cyrix for Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. Gonna have to see if he can manage. We have to keep in mind he does have Aegis of the Immortal, and Dota with Honor definitely need to keep that in mind, that the Shadow Fiend is going to have to die twice. I'm not actually sure if he still gets the Soul Explosion if he's Aegis. Does he still have the souls burst out of him? Or is it only if he dies for realsies?
Ooh.
We'll have to wait and see.
That's another good question. I'm pretty sure that'd be on actual death.
Yeah, that would probably make sense. So we have the first level 25, obviously Night Shiver, Cyrix following up with 22, River Mist and Ching at 21, also Mumu, and the supports all sitting around level 15 or so, with Crimson at level 20. So, like you said, the level's starting to become not as relevant. It's all up to the items, which we've looked at quite a bit. Eagle Song picked up by Night Shiver. So, he's decided that defense is for noobs. He's going to try and do more damage. If he can survive longer than a second, he's going to tear anything apart. But that first second is really going to be what makes or breaks him.
Oh, he's probably going into a butterfly there, which actually will give him a bit of defense there. It'll give
evasion,
him
yeah.
Evasion, yeah. Until the Shadow Fiend decides, oh wait, maybe I should be packing the NAMKB. Which, everybody's sitting on quite a little bit of gold right now, saving for those buybacks, and it looks like they're just trying to keep all the lanes pushed, trying to wait for this Aegis and Cheese to expire, I'd dare say is what they're doing.
Yeah, it's very smart of them to do that. I'm not sure if it... Oh, actually, the Aegis has run out now, so they could decide to go in if they wanted. These super creeps in the bottom lane proving to be a little bit of a pain, but the Ion Shell... Oh, Night Shiver doing a lot of damage to the tower. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, almost like a magician. Make them look somewhere while you do something else. In your other hand, maybe what they're trying to go for here. A lot of creeps going in. Astral Spirit gonna do a lot of damage and head back to the Elder
here we go.
Looks
Massive
like...
sleep going out.
Oh, they can't do anything about this. They're going to go around the Night Shiver. Moo going to be taking a lot of damage. Earth Split goes out. Doesn't do much of anything. River Mist going to barely survive there. Brotato going to go down. Sirix is backed up against the thing there. Revolver has gone down as well as Bane. Revolver is back in the game. And was that only a support for a support? Looks like, can't Fudd the Rud starting to lose more and more health. Night Shiver is forward. They put another sleep onto him. And Sirix, I thought he was going to get sleeped there, but he does not. Will they be able to break the Refraction Shield? They do. The crit's going out from the Shadow Fiend. Ching trying to do as much as he can. He does pick up the kill, but pays for it with his life. Crystal Maiden taking some hits now. River Mist trying to throw out the shurikens. He shoots out another one, but Sirix is not feeling it at all. I think that was a 2 for 2 in the end. Very close fight there, Hawks. And the aggression once again successfully deflected without the use of Aegis.
Yeah, well, it already went down, as we said, but it looks like it's still going to have a little bit of a push on top lane here. The Lifestealer has brought back into the game and has got his boots of travel there, so he's coming back straight into top.
Oh, okay, Brotato used the Fiend's Grasp there a little bit too early and will pay for it with his life. Moo also going to be falling. Sirix doing a lot of damage. The pull in by the, I think it was the Wall of Refraction. Sirix sitting in the back doing a lot of damage. Crimson going to be falling. They do manage to pick up the Bounty Hunter. Ching doing a lot of damage to Sirix, and he will not be able to do anything. Moo going to fall as well. Almost the entirety of Can't Fudd the Rud going to go down. Towers dying to the super creeps at the bottom. Crimson taking a lot of damage. Sirix runs up, does some damage to the Lifestealer, and the tower is just going to be tanked up here. Night Shiver actually going down and decides to buy back into the game. He does not have Boots of Travel, so he's not going to be able to get back up. Revolver going to be pulled in by Crimson and taken down. The tower does fall in the end. Super Creeps bashing away at the melee barracks. Nizkoa goes to deal with them then, and it looks like Can't Fudd the Rud decided they want to get some pushing of their own going on.
Yeah, they really have to now. With two racks down, they're definitely in a bad spot here. Roshan hasn't won yet. They were just having a little bit of a look around there. Crimson finding up invisibility room. Maybe they have to go for a snipe off of the hero real fast, because they're going to have to do something fairly drastic and fairly soon, man. And with only one barracks standing in the middle, well, two rather, the melee and the ranged. But, man, it's looking pretty dire for them now. They really do have to get a kill real fast.
Yeah, it's back in excess of 25,000 gold in the favor of Dota with Heroes. Crimson going to be following Night Shiver around as Bounty Hunter buys a lot of levels in the Necronomicon. As Crimson gonna try and run away. Oh, well, not try. He's gonna succeed in running away. Night Shiver getting the pings down on top of him. Pops the Refraction Shield. As Sirix gonna back away there. He's picked himself up a Demon Edge. So we'll have to see if he can dent poor Ching here, or not poor Ching, the very strong Ching. Roshan has respawned. The Psionic Trap will catch him out, and he is dying very quickly just to Ching. River Mist and Night Shiver going to follow him down. This Roshan never stood a chance, going to fall very quickly, and the Aegis picked up by Night Shiver here. This could be the beginning of the end for Can't Fudd the Rud.
Yeah, indeed, man. There's some massive items going out right now. The Kyrios there for the AoE well, the aura rather attack speed there, and also the armor pen. So there is so much physical damage right now. Night Shiver alone is just pulling out massive, like 1,200 crits. It's pretty ridiculous how much damage he's putting out now. And as the creeps pushing in top and bot, they're going to push straight in the mid and go for this Rax. The wall does go out, as does the vacuum. That's a great vacuum there.
Aegis gonna be popped. Will they be able to pick up Night Shiver as soon as he comes up? The Crystal Maiden gonna fall. Night Shiver instantly falls despite the Aegis. And this is being turned right on its head. There is no buyback available. 93 seconds. Will Night Shiver be out of the game? BKB and Stealth. Will it be enough for River Mist to get out of there? It will indeed be enough as my mouse starts to die here, Hawks. I have to try. Alright, I'm going to have to go with the arrow keys for now. The excitement of that fight got to my mouse. And will Can't Fudd the Rudd be able to use this to their advantage?
Man, it's going to be tough to push against it. Like, obviously, you're going to need a good hero capable of defending, because with the top and bot pushing in, you know, that's obviously a lot of damage that'll be dealt to your base, which is only, what, one tower remaining. So they're going to try to, you know, push up with their DPS and probably a couple of supports mid.
Crimson's a good choice to defend, I think, with the Ion Shell.
Yeah, he is. He's also got their sheep stick though, and their mechanism. But then again, I suppose, you know, there's not much else. That middle tower copping a beating right now, and Crimson isn't aware of it yet.
Night Shiver asking the enemy team to please just lose. He did get caught out quite a few times though, so he can't complain too loudly. And the Elder Titan going to take a lot of damage. Niskoa jumping his way out of there. Timbersaw getting his way out. River Mist, he's trying to bait the enemy team in. He's going to throw a shuriken at Nosekoa. Starting to lose a little bit too much health from the Astral Spirit. Decides to back out. And Can't Fudd the Rudd. Very nice tower kill there. Going to back off with their victory. That is the mark of an experienced team. They know when to take their victories and run.
Yeah, but we do have a haste up on the movement and invisibility. Well, I could have sworn I saw a haster in there as well.
Oh. No.
No, I must be smoking crack. I thought he picked up a double rune there. They're going to be pushing straight into mid right here, which is probably the right idea to do. Just smack that middle racks down and let the super creeps do their work is probably what I'd be doing.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it looks like Night Shiver going to go for Mumu here. Will he be able to kill him quickly enough? No, he's going to Timbersaw his way out and be fine with it. Syrinx is going to try and heal back up. A couple of attacks will get him back up to health. He's got the Boots of Travel. He has the Monkey King bar, like you said, to avoid the evasion of Night Shiver's Butterfly. And Ching up at the top, so they're definitely trying to put the pressure in on Can't Fudd the Rudd. Try and surround them with super creeps and then go for the mid. Like you said, I think they realize they can't take the enemy in a full-on 5v5. They've got to try and split their attention and try and force a mistake. As Roshan, he's got quite a while till he respawns, and the Aegis going down on Night Shiver as he went a little bit too deep. He's got his full build at the moment. He could probably go for Boots of Trouble. How much gold is he rocking? 5,100 on the Bounty Hunter, 5,200 on the Darkseer, with poor Bane only having 195. So Brotato not the richest.
Nah, definitely not. But he does have that Ghost Scepter, which will help him against the physical attacks there.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Unable to attack or be attacked. Taking extra magic damage. There's not too much magic damage on the enemy team, so he's going to be looking pretty good there. That'll actually really help when he goes for the Fiend's Grip, because at the moment, when he channels the Fiend's Grip, he gets focused and takes a lot of damage, but the people dealing the damage die too fast for him to die. So the Ghost Scepter going to help him a lot. The split attention strategy continuing from Dota with Honor here. Not really fighting with Honor at the moment, but they are fighting smart. Ching still up at the top. He has reached level 25. The entirety of Can't Fudd the Rudd around their middle tower here. Not the mid tower, the mid racks. And the tower has actually gone down around the Ancient. I'm not sure if that was denied or not, but there is currently no towers for Can't Fudd the Rudd, so any damage they deal will be all on them. We'll have to see if the last team fight's about to happen here, Hawks, as the engage from Dota with Honor going to go off. Glyph of Fortification goes off. Crimson going to run in, get a nice wall of Replica off. Going to get a lot of the enemies as replicas, zombies are being spawned by Revolver. It looks like the Can't Fudd the Rudd guys dying very quickly. Night Shiver going to get a double kill. A lot of buying back coming in. Can't Fudd the Rudd have all respawned here. Both the racks going to go down. Nizkoa, will he get out? He will not. Triple kill for the Night Shiver. Ultra kill, and Nizkoa, will he go down? Rampage with the 5 kill by Night Shiver, and that will be GG after a fantastic defense.
Oh man, yeah, it was pretty intense there at the end there. It was up and back for a while, man. Where I reckon the key moment was in that game, and Can't Fudd with the Rudd had a really good chance. They nearly caught the Nakes played by Ching. Nearly caught him out of position, but before the Bane Fiends gripped him, he actually locked him to death.
Oh,
so yeah, like literally, like he could not cast, and that was definitely a key moment in that game there. Just as Can't Fudd with the Rudd, which edging their way back into this game and just got the
deal with him.
Crap bashed out of it.
Yeah, so very well played by both teams here. We'll have to name an MVP. Who are you thinking?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with the Darkseer. I've already left the screen, so I forget his name.
Crimson.au.
Yeah, Crimson was getting some massive walls. Massive walls, kept him in the game for quite some time there. Also, if he played a little bit more of an impact in the mid game, if he was there just a couple of seconds earlier with those TPs, definitely could have seen an entirely different game. But regardless, so it has to go to him for those massive walls.
Okay, so congratulations Crimson.au for picking up MVP. Congratulations to Dota with Honor hanging on to their number 2 spot in the Group 2 of the Cybergamer Dota 2 Pro League Amateur Division. That is a mouthful. Any parting words here, Hawks?
No, that's enough blabbering on from me.
Okay. Have a wonderful week, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cold Blood and Hawksbuck.